if you can.
These students don't mind getting their hands dirty, and it's this hands-on experience that's helping to mould the soil scientists of tomorrow. They're here on Eric and Maxine Watson's Mid-Canterbury farm as part of a collaboration between Landcare Research and Lincoln University.
You get it to its highest moisture capacity.
Gathering detailed soil information like this is a key component of the variable rate irrigation program run by Landcare Research. As the name suggests, VRI means a centre pivot or lateral move irrigator varies the quantity of water spread onto the ground based on the soil type. This saves water, helps prevent leaching and saves money for the farmer. It's cutting-edge technology, and students are helping to advance the work as well as advancing their studies by gathering some of the soil data. Landcare Research soil scientist Sam Carrick explains how this project, now in its third year, began.
This project evolved out of really two streams of discussions and work I've been involved in. One's my relationship with Peter Armand at Lincoln University here, and he was particularly interested in finding some real-world locations for the students' field trip in terms of his soil resources, 300 level paper that he teaches here. And then the other piece of work was the work that I've been doing to support Caroline Headley in her variable rate irrigation research on Eric Watson's farm down at Ashburton. And we saw a real opportunity there for the students to go down and be involved in cutting edge research on a cutting edge farm and to be able to contribute in a meaningful way so they can really see some relevance about the knowledge that they're learning and developing.
And as university lecturer Peter Armand says, the benefits of such a collaboration are several-fold.
The motivation for the students is already built in. They see their work being taken up by the farmer and by researchers from Landcare Research, and that instills in them a need for quality. So I don't have to be badgering students for high quality work in this project. They feel the legacy of past students, and they feel the importance of what they're doing, and they churn out very good work. The students have been exposed to an issue of regional and national significance, and that is allocation of water and its use in agriculture. And they've been exposed to the best of farmers and to the best of technology, and that's been facilitated by working with a Crown Research Institute.
Landcare Research soil scientist Caroline Headley says the data from the students is a vital part of her VRI work.
When the information comes back from the students, that enables us to get a much better picture on what the soil differences are. And when we installed our wireless soil moisture sensor network into these soils, we had limited information, but we needed more information. We need to know exactly what the plant available water holding capabilities are of those different soils, so that we can really refine our scheduling, because we've got the system there which can very accurately vary irrigation across the landscape. But we need to know how to vary that, and that information requires detailed information about the soil differences, digging holes and seeing how much available water the soils can hold and supply, and also their drainage characteristics. And the students will obviously put in a lot of time and effort to help us to interpret the data, not only from the digging the soils, but we're getting a lot of data from our sensor network, and they'll be looking at that web page, downloading all our soil moisture data and helping us to make these decisions.
And for Eric Watson, all this results in better decision making on his farm.
Yeah, we're getting a very good insight into the data that they're gathering and what's going on down there. So yeah, and building up a bigger picture over the whole farm, because we've got the variable rate irrigation. Certainly they help us in that respect in the future, and I think it will. And also some of the cultivation practices to see whether we're on track with some of those as well.
And as former student Nicole Scannell has proven, the hands-on work experience can translate into successful employment beyond university.
I did soil resources at Lincoln University in 2010 as a 300 level course. In that class we went on a week field trip down to Eric Watson's, and I was the first part of that project where we went and did soil cores. as part of Carolyn Headley's Sustainable Farming Fund research, and we tried to relate his physical soil data to the EM mapping that had previously been done on his paddocks, so he could relate it to his variable rate irrigation. I ended up getting my job with Aquaflex soil moisture meter because of that class in a roundabout way, and it's all come very full circle now because I went to a field day on my first week of work, and it was variable rate irrigation in practice on a dairy farm that had been EM mapped. So from taking the soil cores and relating it to the EM map, it's now in full use on a farm in the real world.
They weren't actually too far out with their topsoil, Peter. We definitely will be continuing. Next year we'll probably move to a new farm and carry on again in this precision irrigation area, because it's an area which the students can gain a lot out of, and it's a lot of it's involved in the expansion, the issues, a lot of the environmental pressures there, the regulatory issues. So there's a lot that benefits our research, but also the students get a wide kind of overview of some of the issues in soil resource management.
So with this kind of win-win collaboration, it's fair to say that the future of soil science in New Zealand is in good hands.